This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon and welcome to the May 11th, 2021 virtual annual board meeting of the Shrewsbury Housing Authority. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
My name is Kelly Bergeron. I'm the Executive Director of the Shrewsbury Housing Authority. Please permit me to confirm that all members or persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Commissioners, when I call your name, please respond in affirmative. Kathleen Sweeney.
Affirmative.
Richard Ricker.
Yes.
Paul Campanello.
Aye.
Maria Smith.
Aye.
Robert Anderson.
Aye.
Pursuant to the Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law and the Governor's March 15, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place, this annual meeting of the Shrewsbury Housing Authority will be conducted remote participation to the greatest extent possible. All meetings and hearings listed in the agenda will also be done through remote participation. Specific information in the general guidelines for remote participation by members of the public or parties with a right or requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the Shrewsbury Housing Authority website. For this meeting, the members of the public who wish to listen or watch the meeting may do so by visiting global.gotomeeting.com/join/929807541. No person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can access the proceedings in real time via technological means. In the event that we're unable to do so, despite best efforts, we will post on the town's website and audio or video recordings, transcript, excuse me, or other comprehensive records of proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting. To participate in the public comment portion of this meeting, dial 1-866-899-4679 and enter the following PIN, 929-807-541. Please mute your device until the chair of the board of the Housing Authority addresses your agenda item or opens the meeting for the public. With that being said, this is the annual meeting of the Housing Authority, and you're looking for the following nominations for positions: chairperson, vice chair, treasurer, and secretary. Do I have a nomination for chairperson?
Ms. Bergeron,
Yes.
I would like to nominate Richard Ricker as chairperson.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Need to poll the member.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it has to be individual.
Kathy McSweeney,
Aye.
Richard Ricker,
Aye.
Paul Campanello,
Aye.
Maria Smith,
Aye.
Bobby Anderson.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations, Richard.
Thank you.
Do I have nominations for vice chair?
Ms. Bergeron, I would nominate Kathleen McSweeney.
Second.
All in favor by roll call? Richard Ricker,
Aye.
Kathy McSweeney,
Aye.
Paul Campello,
Aye.
Maria Smith,
Aye.
Robert Anderson.
Aye.
Motion carries. Congratulations, Kathy.
Thank you.
Do I have nominations for treasurer?
I will nominate Paul Campanello as treasurer.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor by roll call. Richard Ricker,
Aye.
Kathleen McSweeney,
Aye.
Maria Smith,
Aye.
Bobby Anderson.
I,
Congratulations, Paul.
nope, you didn't. I no, didn't no, you vote. never asked him.
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
vote.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Paul Campanello,
Aye,
congratulations, Paul.
thank you.
Do I have nominations for secretary?
I will nominate Maria Smith as secretary.
Second,
All in favor by roll call. Richard Ricker,
Aye.
Kathleen McSweeney,
Aye.
Paul Campanello,
aye,
Bobby Anderson,
you forgot one. I,
Maria Smith.
Aye.
Congratulations, Maria. Now, the tenant board member is due to expire today, in due which the board commissioners is free to extend his term.
I would,
Do it, Kathy, or you want to do it?
go ahead.
All right, I would nominate Robert Anderson to the position of tenant board member, tenant resident board member, with his term effective immediately to expire March 31st, 22.
second,
All in favor by roll call?
Could we do discussion?
Yeah, let's do discussion.
I just wanted to clarify when, Mr. Anderson was elected back in December, it was elected with the option of extending. So this is an extension of his term, not necessarily a reappointment. Is that accurate?
I would agree with you. Yes,
Okay, I just wanted to clarify. Thank you.
as he remains in place, and the intent is for him to remain in place until March 31st, 2022.
And then at that point, we'll go to the new rules that the DCHD put in place, which is the Board of Selectmen will appoint someone to fill this position.
And we have to notify them by December 31st of 2021 of that,
Okay.
okay?
Thank you.
Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Paul, you good on that time frame?
yep, that's all perfect.
Okay. All right, so I've made a motion to extend his term to March 31st, 2022.
All in
Second.
favor?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we already, okay. Go ahead.
All in favor by roll call. Richard Ricker,
Aye.
Kathleen McSweeney,
Aye.
Paul Campanello,
Aye,
Maria Smith,
Aye.
Robert Anderson.
aye,
Congratulations, everyone. And that ends the annual board meeting, and we can go into the regularly scheduled meeting.
I think you might need a motion to adjourn, Kelly, if I'm not mistaken.
Paul made a motion to adjourn and I second.
Thank you.
Kelly, you want to vote that motion?
Motion, Paul made a motion to adjourn. Richard Ricker seconded. Richard Ricker, aye.
Paul Campanello, aye.
Kathy McSweeney, aye.
Maria Smith, aye.
Robert Anderson, aye. Now the
Okay.
meeting's over, okay.
Meeting's over. Okay, now we have a new meeting, the remotely conducted meeting of the Shrewsbury Housing Authority for Tuesday, May 11th, 2021. It's scheduled for 4:00 p.m. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. As a preliminary matter, this is Richard Ricker, the chair for Shrewsbury Housing Authority, newly elected. And And please permit me to confirm that all the members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I call your name, commissioners, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Paul Campanella,
Aye, present.
Kathy McSweeney,
Present.
Maria Smith,
Present.
and Robert Anderson.
Present.
Richard Ricker is present. Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Kelly Bergeron.
Present.
Do we have any other anticipated speakers on the agenda, Kelly?
We do not.
Good afternoon. This meeting is of the Shrewsbury Housing Authority is being conducted remotely pursuant to the Baker's March 12th, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, and the governor's March 15th, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place. This meeting at the Shrewsbury Housing Authority will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. All meetings and hearings listed in the agenda will also be done through remote participation. Specific information and general guidelines for remote participation by members of the public and/or parties with the right and/or requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the Housing Authority website. And for this meeting, members of who wish to listen will do so by visiting. It's been posted, correct? Kelly?
Yes. Yes.
So we don't expect any public participation in this particular meeting. However, if a member of the public does want to talk to us, then we can entertain that. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. In the event that we are unable to do so, despite best efforts, we will post on the town's website an audio or video recording, transcript, or other comprehensive record of proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting. To participate in the public comment portion of this meeting, dial 1-866-899-4679 and enter the following PIN: 929-807-541. Please be sure to mute your device until the chair of the board of the Housing Authority addresses your agenda item and opens the meeting to public comment. So with that, we will begin the meeting by reviewing the minutes of April 13th, 2021. Has everybody had a chance to review those minutes?
Yes.
Do we have a motion therefore?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the minutes for the April meeting dated April 13, 2021.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second.
Who was that second?
Maria.
Maria.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? If there is none, we'll vote the minutes by roll call vote. And I'll start with Kathy McSweeney.
Aye.
You sound tentative. Was there any discussion?
No, not at all.
Okay. Paul Campanella.
Aye, very firm aye.
Smith.
Aye.
All right. That was very firm as well. Bob Anderson.
Aye.
And Richard Ricker, aye. Thank you very much. And by the way, I want to thank you all for hiring me for another term as the chair. I appreciate your confidence. And you always have a chance to change your mind. You know that.
I think that's what Kathy's tentativeness was. I'm not sure. You might have had second thoughts, Richard.
Maybe it was.
No, I think it's all fine.
Okay, so we're on to the treasurer's report. We're looking at the bank account balances as of April 30th, 2021. Any questions, comments, or discussion about that?
No, very healthy.
If not, we'll move on. Anybody have any questions, comments? Okay.
Very healthy. No.
Yes, it is. All right, let's go to the vendor accounting check register.
I just have one question, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
The 20301,
Yeah. I think we all have that question.
Right, but what my biggest question is, it looks like that's made up of six different jobs, five of which were done prior to our last meeting. So just wondering why, I'm making sure we didn't double pay, but you know, why are the bills come in so late?
Ellie?
Yes, we're talking about check number 20301 G&L Plumbing, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
27 grand almost.
Yes, that's 5 jobs. One of those jobs is a capital fund replacement of a boiler for the towers. And that capital fund is going back to 2019.
Right, Kelly, I think that Kathy's question goes more to the issue of were these bills that were or should have been on our previous vendor account to pay, or was it a delay in billing, or how come they're all showing up this month when they are previous bills? Did I say that
Yeah.
right, Kathy?
yes, yeah, they're dated, the earliest one is March 10th. And there's March 10th, March 25th, 26th, 29th, and April 1, and all 5 of those were prior to our April 13th meeting.
Any reason for that, Kelly, or is that just the way it fell?
It's just the way it fell, and Gary was not available last month to do the. Let me just hold on 1 second.
I remember Gary was not available last month, yes. I think more important than anything, we need to make sure that these were not in any previous pay schedule.
Yes, they are.
So Gary's inavailability just implying an internal processing delay, in other words.
Yeah, and these are not double duplicate bills. The one for March 10th that they billed was, they just installed the new boiler
Right, that's-
on,
Right,
so, and that was for 19,670.
Right.
And then Lake Street was removal and disposal of the old mixing valve and installed a new master mixing valve. That was done on March 25th. They just billed for this.
Can I
And
ask-
then,
question about that one.
yes,
What is that mixing valve off of? Is that off of the shower? Is that, 'cause that's typically what a mixing valve is from, right?
so it's the installation of a new point of use mixing valve under the lavatory sinks to bring temperature to 105 degrees Fahrenheit. That temperature for mixing and test it, permit and inspections.
And
Okay.
just,
Seems awfully expensive, that one, but.
And
Doesn't that to you, Paul?
just to confirm, I did look back at April's summary, which I should have done before I asked the questions, and the 3 we had in March from them was 3/4, 3/9, and 3/16. So at least the dates aren't duplicates.
Okay.
They're not duplicate bills.
Perfect.
And
I just
then there was
I gotta say,
another bill.
I gotta say, Paul, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that bill for the mixing valve is pretty high.
Agreed.
Was it just one valve?
It's, would you email me a copy of the breakdown of that bill, okay?
I don't know, Richard. My only hesitation is this something that I'm unfamiliar with on a large, commercial industrial basis? It's different than what my familiarity is. The 4,400. I mean, I'm used to, 10% of that, but I'm not sure.
Right.
Yeah, I'd love it explained to me, at least for my own edification.
Well, I think so. I'm not afraid to pay it, but I think that it should be examined. I mean, we do enough business with them that I think we can examine it back. It jumps out at me, that's all.
I agree.
Don't forget, this is not the towers, Paul. All right, this is Lake Street. So
So how big is the, how many
That's-
units in Lake Street?
Well,
It's like
it's
five. It's
um,
one building, but I feel like it's like 5 units inside the building or something.
it's 5 bedrooms, yeah.
Yes, that seems very high.
Check that,
We'll
Kelly.
hold off on this bill and I will get clarification more from Gary tomorrow and I will send that over to you guys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be looking for us to hold up the payment. If you want to make a motion, I'm fine with it. I just think that it is. Anybody else have any questions, comments, discussion on anything else on this?
I do, Richard. It's my standard annual comment that we've been doing for about 5 or 10 years now. Bottom of the page, second to last item, 20331. That's our annual pilot to the town of Shrewsbury. It is obviously a very large payment, and there's no surprises. The town of Shrewsbury knows the jig, but we have typically, pre-COVID, gone and gotten an agenda on the Board of Selectmen and said, here's what we do, here's how we're paying you, here's everything else we do, and it's just a good way of building the relationship, which is very positive to begin with the town. I realize we're in a COVID world, and the selectmen meeting is virtual. In fact, there's one tonight, but maybe the chair writes a letter, or maybe we skip a year, but I think it's worth a discussion point, because we've been doing it that way for a few years now. Kathy, if I'm not mistaken, you wrote a letter last year highlighting a few things and enclosed it. Is that correct?
I think so. That does sound familiar.
And that,
Mr. Chair,
and I
I'll take your thoughts on that.
I think that makes sense, Paul. I think it's a good idea to follow that up with a letter. If there's a copy of Kelly sent last year, that would be helpful. They could send it out there. They review before it goes.
And that's it. I have no comments beyond that.
Okay, anybody else? If there are no other questions, comments, or discussions on this ledger, I would make a motion for approval of 181,824.29.
So moved.
We have a second?
Second.
Kathy seconded it. Okay, all in favor? Kathy McSweeney?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Maria Smith?
Aye.
Bobby?
Aye.
And Richard Ricker signifies by saying aye. Thank you.
And Chairman, just as a FYI on that, I did find a letter that I wrote to the Board of Selectmen. Actually, we all signed it, dated, I think, May 28th, so I can share that with the group.
Yeah,
That'd be
it's May 11th. That would make sense. I think last year we pulled the check, you wrote the letter, we collaborated, and then we delivered it. I don't even know who the we is, Kelly maybe, or you delivered it as kind of a package. I just think it's a good way of keeping the bridge built with the town. It's a very positive relationship.
I think that's,
So if you want to flip that letter to Richard for an edit cycle, and then he can share it with the rest of us, that would be my recommendation on that process.
It's on its way.
thank you. All right, the next item on the agenda is the portability of check register.
I would make a motion to approve the portability register, 3 checks in the amount of 314292.
We have a second?
Second.
All right, we'll do this by roll call vote. Kathy McSweeney,
Aye.
Paul Campanella,
Aye.
Maria Smith,
Aye.
Robert Anderson,
Aye.
and Richard Ricker says aye. Okay, moving on again to another check register, which is the landlord and tenant check register. And that one is in the amount of $139,395. Do we have a motion?
So moved. 136 checks, 139,395 even.
Correct. We have a second.
Second.
All right, we're going to do this by roll call vote. Kathy McSweeney,
Aye.
Paul Campanella,
Aye.
Maria Smith,
Aye.
Bobby,
Aye.
Richard Ricker, aye. And we have payroll to pay. Or at least to confirm.
I'd like a motion to approve the amount of payroll as printed.
We have a second.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. We'll do this by roll call. Kathy McSweeney.
Aye.
Paul Campanelli.
Aye.
Maria Smith.
Aye.
Bobby Anderson,
Aye.
and Richard Ricker says aye. Now we have some guidance to discuss. Kelly, we let you bring us up to date on this.
Okay. So this is Public Housing Notice 2021-07. It's guidance and best practice for housing authorities post-COVID.
And I'm assuming that all of us have read this, so you don't need to read it, Kelly. Why don't you tell us what your take is on it?
My intake on this is they want us to open to the public by June 30th. I believe that's a good time, and that could possibly be a good time to open community rooms and have activities inside. With that being said, we have already started as of tomorrow to have outside activities at each development. And tomorrow we're partnering with Fallon and Abacare to do an ice cream social.
I saw that notice. And how many people are you allowed to have for outdoor gatherings now?
If they can stay at least 3 feet apart, which the director of Abacare and I were talking, is he's having his staff here. I will be out there. It's just gonna be get your ice cream. You can sit for a few minutes. It's gonna be revolving, like a revolving door, basically. We're not gonna have the people sitting and staying for hours. The other floor is coming down. They can have some time sitting outside on our new park benches.
Knowing that some people will probably
I'm sorry, Richard, I can't hear you.
knowing that some people will probably want to linger, what is your feeling about, well, never mind what your feeling is, what are we limited to? Are we limited to the,
25, it looks like.
I thought, okay.
25, which gets extended on May 29th to the 250?
Yes,
So you've got to bear in mind that limit, Kelly, and you're going to have to kind of police that.
we have that.
Okay.
It's going to be, and we're just gonna ask people, like, when you're done, please go upstairs so the next floors can come down.
All right, so are you recommending to us that that the reopening of the community rooms and the full reopening of the authority take place as of June 30th?
If the numbers stay low, and I'm going by the town of Shrewsbury's health alerts that come out, and the last alert that did come out on May 7th showed only 3 cases.
Right.
If our numbers stay low and we still stay in the green, yes, I'm asking if we can open back up on June 30th.
Kelly, no breaking confidences. Did we ever, I know for a very long time we had no cases. Then I believe there may have been an employee that had a case. Did we ever know, beginning to end of the pandemic, I realize it's not over, but to this point in time, how many residents that we had affected through the either in totality or just the towers over the course of the last, whatever it's been, 16 months or something? I know for a very long time it was 0 for like almost the first 12 months, but I've never asked since then.
We had 6 cases. And that was
And across the housing authority.
yes.
Not just the towers, Francis, Elizabeth. Like, that is freaking remarkable. That you are to be so commended for that, because I know it was 0 for a very long time. And recently, someone asked me, either a selectman or somebody else said, and I said, you know what, I don't know the number, but I'll ask at the next meeting and remind you.
And that number comes from residents who had COVID who told us.
Self-reporting, I understand. Yeah, I'm not looking to get into anybody's records, but self-reported, we had 6. I understand. That's fine.
And there was no major breakouts. And yes, I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of my staff.
You should be. I mean, it was 0 for a very long time. You should be. That's great work. So I know that wasn't the exact pop conversation, but it was very tangential and related. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
So I don't know that this requires any kind of a motion. Does anybody else have any questions about Kelly's recommendation here?
I support it, but I agree with you, Commissioner, in that I don't think this is a board approval. This is as far as I'm concerned, this is an operational issue, and Kelly's taking directive from the state and feds and applying it. So, I mean, I could be misreading this, but I don't think we need to vote on this. I'll defer to the expertise of the body.
I don't think so. Kelly, you are looking for a vote here, right?
Would you like a vote from us, Kelly, or?
No, I'm just seeing if you guys are in agreement and okay with me saying that the end date should be June 30th if our numbers stay low. We're still in the,
Second that.
I can tell you this, from a pure lawyerly liability viewpoint, I'm with you 100%, Kelly. And I think that we should go by the recommendation that says they expect us to open by June 30th. That's what we should do. So that's my take.
thank you.
Anybody else have any comments or questions about this? Bob, I interrupted you.
No, I was just saying, I second her June 30th.
Good. So if nobody else has anything else to discuss about this, Paul, this particular point, then we'll move on. Vacancy reports.
I make a motion. Oh, no, you don't need a motion for this. I'm sorry.
We don't.
My bad.
Can you explain what's going on with the family unit that you're talking about here? The end of May, bathrooms in the process of being fully rehabbed before allowing the transfer. What's going on?
So there's 2 bathrooms at Parker Street. And so one of the bathrooms needs a full rehab, floor, shower, whole 9 yards. And we've turned it into a fish project, meaning the work that we'll be doing there from Bell Contracting and the other plumbing, GNL could be, or any of the other plumbers, we're going to be reimbursed from the state since we turned it into a fish project. And basically, that's what we should have been doing all along, is big projects like this, making them into fish projects. So we get reimbursed and not using our reserves.
Now, the person that, or the family that was in this particular unit, were they transferring or is someone transferring into this unit?
No, they moved out in the middle of the night and we received a call from a neighbor and they did extensive damage to the apartment.
They did
Where we-
extensive damage?
Yes. To the point of we had broken windows. I had to call in the maintenance to basically board it up and secure it until we could get there in the morning.
Was it an eviction matter?
No,
Wow.
this tenant was with us for 10 years.
Really?
It was a shock to us all that she just got up and left. And we kind of think maybe another family member was living there.
Okay. Okay, but we have a transfer from another unit going in there?
We do have a transfer. It's one of our other family developments, and this family is under house due to having twins.
So this gives them more room, and then that unit will become available.
Correct.
So you got probably 2 rehabs to do.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions about that?
No.
When do you expect it will be done? Is it too soon to tell?
Parker Street should be done by the end of this month, if not sooner. And once we get the family settled in there, we can work on the other. Shirley did pull a list just to see about Shrewsbury residents. So we pulled like 20 names. And it's sad to say not one Shrewsbury family came up on that waiting list. Due to chance.
That's sad. Okay, Shrewsbury Towers, Kelly?
No vacancies.
Francis Gardens and Elizabeth.
I'm sorry, Francis and Elizabeth have no vacancies.
Correct. Yep. Okay, I missed that when I came through. Okay, so now we have the Section 8 voucher program, fully leased, good work. And we'll go to the resident count for the month. Anything that needs to be noted here, Kelly?
So Shirley, as of Monday, started going back to sites. She felt more comfortable as she is now fully vaccinated. I expect to see numbers going higher as residents have been noticing that she's in the office. They want some one-on-one time with her. She's excited to be back. And it's nice to see these residents getting out of their apartments.
Anybody have any questions?
I do not, Mr. Chair.
Okay. And of course, we have the ice cream social.
Yes, so this started probably about 3 weeks ago. ABBA, which is a home health care agency, has been working with a few of our residents. The director came and saw me and wanted to do something nice. They have money that they've been working with other housing authorities to do ice cream socials. An ice cream truck comes, they're outside. It's to get these residents outside, getting them fresh air, whatever. It's fully funded by Aber and Fallon Health. It was supposed to be Thursday, but Del Mari, who's the director, called and asked if we could move it up one day for the towers. I want to thank Mr. Anderson, who passed out notices at every single door for me today, letting them know of the change that will happen tomorrow and to come down for some ice cream. And I just think this is a good thing for people. And maybe we can do this throughout the summer to get them outside.
Good to get them out of their units, that's for sure. So anybody else have anything they would like to say at this stage? So that's good. Good work.
Great.
And thank you, Bob, for passing out those notices.
Not a problem.
Okay, that does it with the meeting agenda. Does anyone have any old business or new business to discuss? If there is none, how's that meeting date look for the next meeting? Talk about June 8th.
Good.
Paul, you good?
I'm checking right now, and yes, I am. Correct.
Okay. Maria, you all set?
All set?
And Bob?
Perfect day.
Okay.
Kelly knows why.
Is it your
It's
birthday?
birthday.
We'll have to remember to sing.
Well, thank you.
Please, you don't want me to sing.
Whose birthday is it, Bob's?
Yes.
Good, good, okay. Okay, if anybody has anything else, speak now or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, I now pronounce you, no. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, and we'll do this by roll call vote. Kathy McSweeney,
Aye.
Paul Campanello,
Aye.
Maria Smith,
Aye.
and Bob Anderson,
I.
and Richard Ricker, aye. And once again, thank you for the confidence, and I will try not to let you down. We'll see you all next month. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good month.
You too.
Well.